So listen, God is not testing you. And God is so amazing. God is indescribable because we we can't really conceptualize God, but there's information that God gives us, right? So when you dive into science, you're gonna find reasons for why certain things happen in life. And you can figure out why this happens, and then it's this, and then it's this, and then it's this, but you are going to come to a wall eventually, and you're not gonna be able to answer why this happens or where this came from. And that is the amazing and beautiful thing about God. So I want to say that God is not testing you. And being that God is the creator, the everything, we can say, well, if he created everything, then yeah, he is kind of testing us if he is using certain pathways. And so if you want to say that, then that's fine. But it's actually your brain. It's actually your brain, right? So there's a portion in your brain called the default mode network. And this portion of your brain is responsible for your identity and your self-concept, your I am, right? This brain is all about cohesiveness and consistency. And so it only cares if you are consistent. Doesn't care if you're happy, if you or whatever. It just wants you to be consistent, right? And so what we have to realize is that when we want different things in life, when we are making different decisions in life, you are changing your identity. You are becoming a new person every single time. And we think that becoming a new person is just so drastic, but no, you become a new person with every decision in every walking moment. And so what happens is when you are wanting to become new, when you're doing something new, whether that's leaving a relationship or you're wanting certain things in life, wanting to stop smoking weed or drink alcohol or fix an addiction, or I don't know whatever, wanting to just do something different, you are changing your identity. And you have to realize that. And you have to realize that when you're changing your identity, your default mode network, your DMN, is getting a little riled up, right? And its only want for you is to be safe. It doesn't really know, what's going on, but it just wants for you to be safe and consistent. Now, your DMN works with your reticular activating system, right? Your RAS. This portion of the brain is responsible for filtering. It filters 99% of information. We receive millions of information each second, but we can only perceive like 40 bits of information. 99% of reality is filtered. We think we know what will be going on in life. We know nothing. I want you to know that. You know nothing. So what you see and what you perceive in reality is based on your identity. It's based on your beliefs. It's based on your expectations. It's based on your past. It's based on your default mode network. And so God is not testing you. What's happening is that your DMN is creating self-doubt, resistance, fear, and certain situations. So your DMN creates the self-doubt, fear, resistance. And then your RAS is still showing you a certain reality that is familiar based on your identity, which is your DMN. So that is the test. And the only thing you need to do is to get past it. I mean, regardless if you were to say God is testing me, you would just say you got to just get past the test. But I want you to know that there's actually a scientific reason on why certain situations start coming up that feels tempting or like a test when you are trying to change. I want you to know that that's literally your brain and what part of your brain is actually doing that to you. And so you can get past it. The way that you reprogram these sections of your brain is through repetition, and to keep going, and don't let it pull you back into a new identity. It just has to know that your DMN just has to know that what you're doing is safe. And so when you can prove that what you're doing is safe, you can change your identity. And so now you were able to perceive certain parts of reality that are more aligned with who you want to be.